students, welcome in your social study class. Today we will start chapter 6 in your history book, chapter named Colonialism and the Cities, the story of an imperial capital. See here, chapter name and the story of an imperial capital. First we understand about the what happened to city under the colonial rules. You have seen how life in the countryside changed after the establishment of the British power or British government. What happened to the cities during the same period? The answer will depend on the kind of towns or cities we are discussing. The history of a temple town like Madurai will not be the same as that of the manufacturing town like Dhaka or a part of like Surat or town that simultaneously served mainly different functions. In most part of the Western world, modern city emerged with industrialization. In Britain, industrial cities like Leeds and Manchester grew rapidly to the 19th and 20th century. And as more and more people sought job, housing and other facilities in this place. However, unlike Western Europe and Indian cities did not expand rapidly in the 19th century. Why was this so? In most part of the Western world, modern cities grew with industrialization. In Britain, industrial towns like Leeds and Manchester grew rapidly in the 19th and 20th century. And in India, Calcutta, Bombay and Madras emerged in importance as presidency cities. In the late 18th century, these presidency cities became the center of British power in the different regions of India. At the same time, cities like Machilipatnam, Surat and Sringapatnam declined. How many Delhis before New Delhis? Here question is how many Delhis before New Delhis? Students, you know the historic imperial city of Delhi became a dusty provincial town in the 19th century. Before it was rebuilt as the capital of British India. Delhi has been a capital for more than 1000 years, although with some gaps. As many as 14 capital cities were founded in a small area or about 60 square miles on the left bank of the rivers Yamuna. Of these, the most important are the capital cities built between the 12th and 17th century. Shah Jahan built the most splendid capital of all, the Red Fort contained the place complex and the Delhi during Shah Jahan's time was also a center of Sufi cultures, and it had several dargahs and khanqahs and eidgahs. In the first half of the 19th century, the British lived along with the weather Indians in the walled cities. They learned to enjoy Urdu, Persian culture and poetry and participated in local festivals. Now next point, the making of New Delhi. Students, what is the reason? But things did not remain the same after 1857 during the revolt. In previous chapter we read about it. Delhi remained under the rebel control for 4 months, and when the British regained it, they embarked on a campaign of revenge and plunder. They began to demolish everything, and that was associated with the Mughals. In fact, the British were very much annoyed with the Mughal emperors and Bahadur Shah Jafar to see his activity participation in the revolts. And next point, they either demolished mosques or put to the other uses. For example, Jinnat al-Masjid was converted into a bakery. No worship was allowed in the Jama Masjid for 5 years. 1/3 of the city demolished, and its canal were filled up. And next point, in the 1817s, the western wall of the Shahjahanabad were broken to establish the railway and to allow the city to expand beyond walls. And the British now began living in the sprawling civil line area that came up in the north, away from the Indians in the walled cities. Next point, Delhi College was turned into a school and shut down in 1877. Next point I mention here, planning a new capital. Delhi emerged into the modern city only after 1911, when it became the capital of the British India. New Delhi was constructed as a 10 square mile cities on Resina Hill, south of the existing cities. Two architectures of British government, and it take near 20 years to build. Okay, now life in the time of portion. Life in the time of portion. In 1947, India got independence, but at the same time it was partitioned into India and Pakistan. This led to a large migration from Punjab that changed the social background of Delhi and an urban culture largely based on Urdu and hours handled by new tastes and sensibilities in food, dresses, and the art. A last point I mention here, the municipalities began to plan. Students at the end of the 19th century, new system of open surface drain and introduced, but this system too was soon overburdened, and the Delhi municipal committees was not willing to spend money on a good drainage system. At the same time, millions of rupees were being spent on drainage system in the New Delhi area. The Delhi Improvement Trust was set up in 1936 and it built area like Daryaganj South for wealthy Indian students. Here in this chapter I use presidency area. What is the meaning of presidency? The colonial Indian was divided into three presidencies. Bombay, Madras and Calcutta are for administrative purpose. And what is the meaning of urbanization? A process by which more and more people begin to reside in town and cities. What is the meaning of Dargah? Dargah is a term of Sufi Sant, and I mention here one meaning, a decline of the Havelis. What is the meaning of Haveli? Haveli is the generic term used for a traditional townhouse and mentions in Indian usually one with historical and architectural significance. Okay students, I hope you understood this whole chapter. Goodbye and see you in next class.